Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, my name is Mbinya, and today we're going to have a conversation that is up on social media about toxic parenthood and early parenthood and also families. All of us come from a small unit called family, and sometimes, of course, not sometimes, always, we do not choose where to be born, how to be born, and at what kind of conditions do we need to be born. We do not choose where to get born as young people. I'm gonna talk about this not as how I think about it, but basically a professional a professional viewpoint. So first thing that I want us to understand is we have different kinds of families, and families are are unique. Like how my family is and the way your family is very, very much unique. How your friend's family is very unique. And there are two types of families. We're gonna start here. There are two types of families. We have functional families and non-functional families. Functional families are families that we all want to be there. You know, like ni zile familia ukiwa mtu una jambe, I wish ningezaliwa wakina nani. You know, like when you're a kid, you know, when you're a kid, you never had as in you were just easy on making kind of wishes. So like uko like, I wish ningezaliwa kwa kina nani, I wish ningekuwa kwa ama the place will go penda kwenda kukula chapo most of the time, because those families were unique, nice, beautiful. As in zilikuwa zile families zinakufanya usikie poa as a kid when you're growing up. And these are families where both both parents are functional and the kids are functional. Maki, when I talk about these families, I'm not talking about the extended kind of families. I'm only talking about the family, like the mother, father, and children kind of family. So this is a kind of a functional families where these parents take enough time to go through these kids' schoolwork. They take them through emotional growth. They take them through teenagehood. They take them really nicely about Christianity or the kind of religion they are in. You know, like wanawatake through, wanachukua watoto through every single kind of journey uniquely. For every kid is unique. You know, I have this conversation sometime with my mom. This is out of the point, and we are two girls, two boys. Tuko wanne kwetu, two cute boys and two cute girls. So tuko wanne, but every kid is unique, and that's how my mom tells us. Huwezi kuwa na watoto the same, huwezi kuwa na watoto wanafanana, huwezi kuwa na watoto ati wote ni wa sharp shule, you know, huwezi kuwa na watoto wote wako na tabia mzuri. You can't have all the kids that are going to, they want to go to church, or maybe they want to go to whatever religion you guys are in, maybe venye mnaifanya. You know, like see water, like it gets to a point where some kids are very different from the other. But these parents are able to take these kids, each and everyone, through the same process equally, and also knowing their weaknesses and strengths without judgment. That's a very functional family. And now we're going to talk about what we call non-functional families. Non-functional families, this is where we get toxic parents, toxic children, you know, like the parents are always drunk, the parents are not following up with schoolwork. Sometimes mzazi anapea mtu a very difficult time growing up, and sometimes it happens because tell me why a kid has to go through a very difficult childhood just because you cannot take care of yourself as a parent, you cannot take care of your relationship as the father and mother. You know, it happens to that point. You've seen relationships where parents have separated. You've seen relationships where parents have separated or divorced. They're living into different environments, and this kid has to hope from A to B, A to B, A to B. Like a whole month I may move like almost 50 times just because Isaac were in good relationship with this one family, and they cannot also be in good relationship with this another. And sometimes also our parents do not wish that for us as kids. They also want something better, but circumstances zinaweka mali wako. You know, sometimes you're in control, sometimes you're not in control. And non-functional families, this is where we find like mtoto amekata shule, mzazi ana have to take very difficult measures. These are families where you've seen parents have divorced. One kid decides to go, to choose their own life. They become very difficult. They become hard to deal with. They become aggressive in their lives. You've seen kids that have parents meeting or clinic day, and there's no parent that is showing up. They have no actual heaviness of understanding, why am I supposed to go to this child's clinic day or go to this child's academic day. So kuna point inafikanga like hizi familia unapata hakuna mse ana show up for this kid, so this kid grows up knowing that I have to fight for myself and I have to do this all by myself. When it gets to that point, mtu anakuwa very aggressive. Umepatana na watu wenye yes, unaweza waambia kitu wasikie but hawasikii. Like these kids can't even grasp what exactly you're trying to tell them. So it happens. Again, also you found like you're in a relationship as a young woman or as a young man, but you're not able to handle your family or maybe handle this relationship well because you have trauma from the past relationships. And again, I usually say when you come from a very non-functional family, it is always good to check on what good you can carry from the family and what you cannot carry from the family. I'm also gonna talk about single parenthood. Madam ameamua, let me keep my kids like because I feel like this is the best thing for them at this moment. Anachukua watoto wake anakaa na wao. Or a guy decides, you know what, let me stay with my kids because I feel like this is the best thing I can do for them. And both parents agree on each and every person's decision on keeping the children, and that works very nicely. And then there is also chances that when a parent has been left with these children to take good care of them, rather analeta unaona ile issues zenye ako nazo from her past issues in relationships ama his past relationships, anakuja nazo kwa watoi. Mara mtoto ulininyang'anya my younghood, mara ulinifanya nizeeke haraka, mara ulininyima starehe, mara usijui ulinifanya nini. You know, like sometimes these parents can become very difficult on children and putting these children in a very difficult situation when they're growing up. You've seen children that cannot even respect their mothers or their fathers. You've seen children who cannot see eye to eye with their own parents. Yeah. You've seen children who cannot see eye to eye with their own parents. You've seen children who cannot have a stable conversation with their parents. You get? So it's very difficult sometimes when these kids grow up realizing I have only my mom, and yet it's even more difficult to grow with her. I only have my dad, yet I'm having a very difficult time growing with them. That is single parenthood. Very, very important to understand the kind of family you've come from. Sometimes it can be the toxic ones, sometimes it can be the non-functional ones, sometimes it can be the functional ones, and also sometimes maybe umetoka from a single kind of family. It's good to know where you come from, so it becomes easy to understand where you're going, how you maneuver through life, knowing where you come from, and also not hurting yourself in the same. Because this is why you find like parents wanna commit suicide, kids wanna commit suicide, as in it becomes very difficult or hard to understand like how to maneuver life if you do not know where you come from. It's good also to know that it does not matter where I come from. As long as you've gotten to the age of around 20 to 25, you can maneuver life through therapy, through good conversations with people, listening to good podcasts, avoiding bad energy, manze. Unavoid bad energy. Now, in my next video, I'm going to talk about what we call black tax in families. It's something that I've thought about it very, very much. Tutaongea about that in my next video. Black tax imefanya watoto wengi wa avoid parents wao, imepata watu wengi wa avoid familia zao, imefanya watoto wengi as in uko 30 and you've never even gone to your shags. Black tax has made people black tax has reduced the kind of life a person has been living because they have to fully provide for their families. So talking about black tax in the next video, but for today I wanted us to understand the kind of families tunatoka. Ndio inakuwa easy hata kumaneuver life. Ndio ukijua unaenda therapy, unajua unaenda kutibu shida gani, you know, like unaweza enda therapy lakini unajua unaenda kutibu shida gani. So it's good when you go for therapy when you already know what is the problem I'm gonna solve. And again, we don't choose where we come from, we don't choose how we are born, we don't choose our parents. But one thing we can choose in this life is the kind of life you want to live after already coming to a realization of where I come from or where you come from. Have a beautiful day, and please share this video to your friends, your family members. And also it's good tusikize podcast zinatusaidia, podcast zile zina open brains zetu, tusikize, tusome one. Let's go back to books, let's read. Kwanza there's this book that I can 100% recommend. I can 100% recommend. Good vibes, good life. Have a beautiful day ahead. Bye bye.